What's going on, Alabama fans? We have a ton to talk about on today's show, starting off with Jalen Milroe and some news out there regarding his decision to go off to the NFL. Also, there are a bunch of transfer portal rumors out there that we're going to discuss on today's show. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed. We're trying to beat that December 2023 subscriber number. We're about halfway there right now, about halfway through the month of December. So do not miss out on any Alabama football news or rumors out there. Make sure you guys are subscribed. All right, first up on today's show, Jalen Milroe, 247 Sports now is reporting this morning that Jalen Milroe is kind of leaning towards going off to the NFL draft rather than, hitting the transfer portal or coming back for another season as Alabama's starting quarterback here. And honestly, I would much rather him go to the NFL rather than, leaving, hitting the transfer portal, or even coming back, because at that point, it's going to really cause a clog, I think, in Alabama's quarterback room with Ty Simpson sitting there and, Austin Mack as well. You also have Elon Russell coming in. Look, there was a lot of ups and downs this season with Jalen Milroe. You saw a ton of flashes. I only hope for the best for Jalen Milroe going off to the NFL. Really hope he has a spectacular NFL career, but nothing's set in stone right now. He's going to make that announcement, make that actual decision after Alabama's bowl game versus Michigan. So we're going to have to wait a little while longer to, really get confirmation of that. But like I said, as of right now, 247 Sports is reporting that Jalen Milroe is leaning more towards the NFL draft route. Now, where does that sit for him? Right now, Mel Kiper has him number 3 on his quarterback. Big board, Sanders, Cam Ward up there as number 1 and 2, and then it's kind of up in the air after that. Of course, Drew Allard of Penn State this morning announcing that he was going to go back for another season at Penn State. So the board's going to be shifted a little bit. I think this was updated about 4 days ago or something like that. Another guy, Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. Honestly, I think he should probably be up there as that number 4 quarterback if you ask me. But like I said, when it comes to Alabama's quarterback room next year, I think Ty Simpson is definitely going to be your starter next year, barring any kind of craziness or anything like that. You guys remember when Jalen Hurts came in, nobody really expected him to be the starting quarterback his freshman year. So I'm not going to rule out Elon Russell or even Austin Mack for that matter. But man, Ty Simpson at this point, he really has paid his dues. And I think it is definitely time for him to shine. But, if Jalen Milroe does go off to the NFL draft, it really does leave kind of lack of depth there. Only 3 quarterbacks there on the depth chart if Jalen Milroe does decide to leave. So we'll see what happens. A lot of people out there throwing out the possibility of maybe Alabama goes out and just gets an extra body in that quarterback room out of the transfer portal. So I don't necessarily see that happening right now, but definitely is a question that some people are asking right now. So let me know at the pinned comment of today's video, do you guys think Alabama should go out there? I'm not saying add a starter, maybe add a starter if you feel like Alabama is in that category to need a starter at that quarterback position, but I really do think it's going to be more of just another arm, another body in that quarterback room. So let me know, do you think Alabama should add a quarterback in the transfer portal? Type Y for yes or N for no at the pinned comment of today's video. On to the transfer portal now. This one kind of irritates me. I'm not even going to lie with you guys. Today, BamaOnLine was reporting that Jaylen Mbakwe could enter the transfer portal here. Whether that's today, tomorrow, don't really know at this point, but these are the things that really irritate me when it comes to the transfer portal. Apparently, he received a 7-figure offer from another school out there, and he also wants guarantees to be the starter somewhere, I guess, in the defensive backfield. Don't know whether that, he wants to be a corner, whether or not he wants to play that Husky position right now. But what irritates me most about this is the fact that he's not in the transfer portal yet. And you have other schools reaching out and saying, hey, we'll give you $1 million+ to leave Alabama and come here, which is totally illegal. But the NCAA has absolutely no authority to enforce any of these rules. So at this point, why doesn't Alabama just go out there and do the exact same thing? It really does irritate the crap out of me, especially the wanting guarantees to start thing. That is just like, no, how about you just play well and earn your opportunity to start? Nobody is guaranteed anything, and not just football, but life in general as well. You have to earn everything that you are given. And honestly, as much as the other team reaching out with an NIL offer, that does irritate me. But the wanting guarantees to start thing, that honestly just kind of pisses me off at the end of the day. Because where are you going to start? You going to start at that Husky position? You got to battle out Red Morgan there because Devontae Smith hit the transfer portal. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with Damani Jackson, whether or not he goes off to the NFL or not. If he does, that would open up a spot for Jaylen Mbakwe. But as of right now, I'm kind of assuming that Damani Jackson's going to come back for another year. So, he's not technically in the transfer portal yet. We're still waiting on that. But like I said, as of right now, BamaOnLine reporting that Jaylen Mbakwe plans on entering the transfer portal pretty much because of NIL at the end of the day. All right, on to a little bit of some brighter news here. David Byrne of Cal has committed to Alabama. He entered the transfer portal a couple days ago as well, and he committed to Alabama this morning. You see right here via his Twitter page. He's a long snapper. You're going to need another long snapper. You're going to be losing Neelan Hibbett. He has no more eligibility left, so it's going to be a positive thing. You're getting an extra guy. It's a long snapper at the end of the day. You need the position, so just thought we'd touch on that as well today. Off to some transfer portal targets from some guys actually in the transfer portal right now. Wide receiver Isaiah Horton out of Miami entered the transfer portal this morning, and it seems like things are working really fast, and he's trending towards Alabama. Earlier today, Andrew Bone put in an official prediction for him to commit to Alabama. Now, there's no visit scheduled currently right now, but I do think this is a guy that could fit in very nicely to Alabama's wide receiver room. Got 2 more years of eligibility as well. Was a 4-star wide receiver back in that 2022 class. Kind of a bigger body guy as well, 6'4", 205. You see right there what he did at Miami this year. I think if you plug that into Alabama's wide receiver room, sure, the receptions and yards are probably going to go down, which may deter him at the end of the day because, of course, you're going to have Ryan Williams and you're probably going to have Jeremy Bernard as well. But who that number 3 wide receiver is going to be, whether that's going to be Kevin Concepcion coming in from the transfer portal or a guy like Isaiah Horton, who really knows? But I do like the fact that you're going after multiple guys and you're definitely keeping your options open when it comes to the transfer portal. We'll continue with some more transfer portal targets here in just a second, but I want to give a shout out to our sponsor today, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. Super easy to play. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 200 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. It's America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Make your holidays bigger and brighter with Prize Picks. It is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Prize Picks is available in over 30 different states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. You can also do the flex play, or you can do the power play when it comes to Prize Picks. This is our bowl game, college football playoff Prize Picks slate for Ohio State. We got Will Howard, more than passing yards there. Carnell Tate, more than receiving yards. And then Bryant Wesco, more than receiving yards as well. Like I said, you can go with a power play. You get more in return, but you have to get all of your picks right. Or you could go with a flex play. You do not have to get every single one of your picks right to come out on top. Join now because this holiday season, Prize Picks is giving away 2 free picks in December, and they're giving away $30+ million in rewards during Picksmas. So download the Prize Picks app today and use promo code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You do not even need to win to get the $50 bonus. It is just guaranteed. One more time for you guys, download Prize Picks today and use promo code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. That link will be in the comment section and the description of today's video. It's Prize Picks. Run your game. All right, next up on today's show, some more brighter news here. Tight end Danny Lewis Jr. has withdrawn his name from the transfer portal. I think this is a very positive thing. You know, you kind of, with him leaving, you also had some other guys leaving, running out of eligibility as well. Robbie Oots, CJ Dupree, those guys are going to be going off to the NFL or just graduating. I think, CJ Dupree probably has a better opportunity to get signed at least, maybe as an undrafted free agent off to the NFL. I don't know what's going to happen with Robbie Oots when it comes to that, but it's a very positive thing, I think. You know, Danny Lewis Jr., I think he has good pass-catching ability, but also what Alabama used him most this year was as a run-blocking tight end, and I thought he did a really, really good job at that. So you're adding another piece, technically keeping another piece to that tight end room. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, Alabama still does have some more transfer portal targets at that tight end spot that they're going after. We'll see what happens, in terms of this, Danny Lewis staying at Alabama, whether or not it affects that or not. But you have Nate Boerkircher also as a target for Alabama. He is out of Nebraska. As of right now, there are no visits scheduled quite yet, but it's another big body tight end, 6'5", 250. Wasn't used a ton at Nebraska this year, played in 12 games. Only had 6 catches, but, 102 yards, that's a pretty solid average right there for him. Now, like I said, Alabama, I think, was looking to kind of fill more of a blocking tight end role there, and his PFF run blocking grade was only a 59.3, so not too good, but not terrible either. I think they could work with that, but like I said, we'll see what happens in terms of the news of Danny Lewis Jr. returning to Alabama, if that affects anything when it comes to transfer portal targets at that tight end spot. So let me know here in the comments section one more time on today's video. What is your confidence level in this Alabama staff recruiting out of the transfer portal? Scale it for me, 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end. Get down there and let me know in the comments section of today's video. The next transfer portal target here, Cody Hardy, another tight end out of Elon, Phoenix. He's set right now, as of right now, to visit Alabama on Tuesday. He's got one more year of eligibility left as well. Another big body tight end guy, 6'5", 265. I think there was another site somewhere that listed him at like 271 or something like that. So, like I said, big body guy, but not really a pass catcher in terms of what he did at Elon anyways. Does have multiple offers out there. As of right now, Alabama has not offered Hardy quite yet. You see Auburn there. He visited them on Sunday. Also going to be visiting Mississippi State today before his visit to Alabama on Tuesday. But, I'll keep saying it. Those are the plans right now for him. We don't know if those are going to change with Danny Lewis, returning to Alabama. But I don't think another body could hurt because you have young guys, at the end of the day, after Josh Cuevas in that tight end room. It might be nice to have another guy that has some experience at that tight end spot as well. One more target for you guys, another Washington guy, possibly, coming from that Kalen DeBoer tree. Kahlee Tafai, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name there. He is expected right now to take a midweek visit to Alabama. Whether or not that means on, Wednesday or Tuesday, we're going to, figure that out eventually here. But, he is a offensive tackle. He played at offensive tackle at Washington, but it sounds like Alabama is looking for some interior help. Whether or not that means, replacing Tyler Booker or just having more bodies there in the interior. Personally, I think you need another tackle. I think Olasolinen, I really do think he's going to be pretty decent for you. Geno Vandermark looked very good, at times when he played this year in lieu of the Jaden Roberts injuries as well. I would assume you're losing Tyler Booker. You're probably going to move Geno Vandermark over there, or Olasolinen is going to be your starter at left guard. So we'll see where he plays if indeed he ends up transferring to Alabama, but didn't play a lot this year for Washington, only 286 snaps. Most of those in his career have been at that left tackle position, but, was decent in pass blocking this year, but that run block grade is not very good, sitting there at 4.3. So we'll keep you guys updated on all things transfer portal related. So make sure you are subscribed.